So we are looking at the converse theorem of Pythagoras. Now, when we think about the converse of something, when you hear the word converse, what is it that you guys are thinking? What do you think it means? I saw hands. Let's see whose hands up. Itandile, yes.
Them, to be honest, I'm
Mhm.
thinking of a shoe.
I saw that in the chat. I saw somebody say the shoe. It was shady. I was like, what are they talking
I'm
about? What
thinking of
shoe?
a shoe, man, because at
Okay.
Converse is a shoe. I'm thinking of a shoe.
Okay. So you don't have like an actual English meaning word definition. No.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm thinking of a shoe.
So in math, yes, there we go. Uma has it. It is basically the reverse of something. In math, we almost call it like an opposite. It's the reverse of something. So when I'm talking about the converse theorem of Pythagoras, usually what we're supposed to be doing in Pythagoras is usually we are supposed to be calculating the length of my angles, okay? But I can use the converse theorem. Did you guys just hear what I said? I just said the length of my angles. Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry, Uma, I'm trying to read your message, but there's a notification that is blocking. Fine. Yes, Uma. Oh, okay, never mind. Or if you still want to talk, you can. No? Okay. So when we talk about converse in maths, it's basically talking about the opposite. It's talking about the reverse of something. So normally what we're doing with Pythagoras is we are trying to calculate the length of the sides in my right angle triangle. Remember, what is my theorem for Pythagoras? What is that formula? Somebody give me the formula for Pythagoras. What does it say? Yes, Itandile.
A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared.
Okay. So my Pythagoras formula tells me that a squared is equals to b squared plus c squared. So this is the normal Pythagoras. And usually what we do is we need two lengths, and what we do is we fill in the, or we calculate the missing side. And remember, when did I tell you that Pythagoras could only work? Pythagoras only works when we know it's a right angled triangle. Okay, we'll only ever use this theorem over here when we have a right angled triangle. But now we can use the converse of Pythagoras, meaning we don't know that a triangle is a right angled triangle, but we have all of the lengths. And what we do is we substitute our lengths in here. And if my equation balances, meaning if it gives me a correct answer, then what that means is that my triangle is a right angle triangle because Pythagoras works. And if Pythagoras does not work, then what that tells me is that it's not a right angle triangle. Because remember, Pythagoras will only work on right angle triangles. So let me, so remember what we were doing here is we were calculating, we normally use this to calculate the missing length or missing side in a right angled triangle. Okay, that does not look like a triangle. It's difficult. We normally use Pythagoras to calculate the missing side in a right angled triangle. Okay, and now, what we use the converse of Pythagoras for. So, the converse of Pythagoras tells me that you're going to use the same formula, but you're going to substitute in all the sides. And what do we use the converse of Pythagoras for? We are using it to prove. whether a triangle is a right angle triangle. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to be doing today. We're looking at how does the converse theorem of Pythagoras work. And my goodness, I don't know what's happening with my spelling and my writing today. But anyways, so we have our normal Pythagoras. I'm going to go over it again. Our normal Pythagoras, we have a squared is equals to b squared plus c squared. Remember what we said? We're going to use this when we know we have a right angle triangle. And what was the other thing? The other thing we said we're going to use it with is when we have 2 out of 3 side lengths. And so let me just write in their lengths. Okay. So remember, these were my conditions where I said, that is how you know you're going to use Pythagoras. Do you have a right angle triangle? Do you have 2 out of the 3 lengths? Then what you can do is you use this formula to calculate your missing side. Now, when we're using the converse of Pythagoras, what happens is you must have all 3 sides. And how else do you know that you have to use the converse theorem of Pythagoras? Your question will be asked, you'll be required to prove that a triangle is a right angle triangle. Are we all with me on this? And by the way, how are we going to do this? I'm literally going to go a squared is equals to b squared plus c squared. If I have all 3 sides, I'm going to substitute my numbers in. So let's say I'm going to go 4 squared plus 3 squared plus 2 squared. Okay, they've given me my 3 lengths. I'm going to calculate this right down to the end. And if at the end, my right-hand side is equal to my left-hand side, then that means Pythagoras works. And then it means that it is, and we can then conclude, therefore, triangle what is a right angle triangle. If my right hand side does not equal to my left hand side, then that means Pythagoras does not work, and you can still conclude triangle what is not a right angle triangle. Okay, now I think I've covered everything. How are we feeling on this? Does this make sense? Are we okay? Do we have questions? Okay, I saw some thumbs ups. Ma'am, where does the LHS and the RHS come from? The LHS and RHS is really what we just use in equations to represent the different sides. And I'm actually just realizing as well, this is on the wrong side. So this is my left-hand side, and this is my right-hand side. LHS just stands for left-hand side of the equation. So what I'm saying here is if your left-hand side of the equation equals to the right-hand side of the equation, then your equation balances, it is correct, and Pythagoras works, which means that triangle is a right angle triangle. If my left-hand side does not equal to my right-hand side, then Pythagoras didn't work, and then the triangle is not a right angle triangle. So LHS and RHS is just what we use when we're using equations. It's the shorthand version of saying left-hand side and right-hand side. I hope that helped immediately. Any other questions? Okay. Let us go and let's prove that triangle XYZ is a right angle triangle. And I didn't mean to write on the side here. This is not gonna work. Okay, so I'll just write underneath here. So let's look at how we're gonna do this. So the first thing I see is that my question says, prove that triangle XYZ is a right angled triangle. I know the only tool, the only thing I know I can use to prove that something is a right angled triangle is Pythagoras. And To be more specific, right now we're using the converse of Pythagoras because I don't actually know whether this is a right angled triangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a squared, I'm going to put in my formula, is equals to b squared plus c squared. And then we can substitute. So I am going to say, and remember now, guys, this a squared represents my hypotenuse. Which side in this triangle should I substitute in for my hypotenuse? Does it matter or does it not matter? Yes, Itandile.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
by the looks of the triangle, ma'am, in my eyes, it doesn't look like it's a right angle triangle, but then, ma'am, it doesn't matter because you are supposed to prove here.
Mm-hmm. You're correct. So now that we are busy proving, I need to substitute in what would be a hypotenuse. How do I know which side, even if it's not a right angle triangle, how do I know which side to substitute in place of my hypotenuse?
It's the longer side, ma'am.
It is the longest
So
side.
it's 20.
Unati, is that what you wanted to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Glad you guys know the answer. I'm not just going to substitute in any side in the beginning here, because remember, my hypotenuse is supposed to represent my longest side. So even if I don't know if this is a right angle triangle, I am going to put in the longest side in place of the hypotenuse so that I can properly prove whether or not Pythagoras works. Okay, so let us now go and do that. I'm going to substitute in here. I'm going to substitute in, and can I please write in a different color? I'm like so sick of seeing this pink. It is a, and this is so thick. Let's try that again. So this will be a squared is equals to b squared plus c squared. And I'm going to substitute in 20 squared here. And then my other two sides does not really matter which side I put in first. 16 squared plus 12 squared. By the way, I saw a lot of you guys got it wrong in the quiz where we said that Pythagoras says that the hypotenuse squared is equals to the difference between the other side squared. It's not the difference, remember, it's the sum of. So remember, in Pythagoras, it is plus, it's not minus, so not difference. I heard a hand, I think, but it seems to be down now. If you have a question, you are welcome to ask. Now that we have this, somebody tell me, what can I expand these numbers into? Somebody calculate for me, what is 20 squared, what is 16 squared, and what is 12 squared immediately. Yes.
Evening, ma'am.
Evening.
So, ma'am, 20 squared is 400,
Mm-hmm.
and then 16 squared is 256,
Mm-hmm.
and then 12 squared is 144.
Thank you very much. Do you want to answer the rest immediately, or are you just giving me the answers?
Just that one, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So now that we've expanded everything, when I say expand, I've sort of multiplied out my exponents because I don't really want the exponents, right? Now that I've multiplied it out and I see hands, let's see. Itandile, yes.
Ma'am, can I help you?
Yes, you can.
So, ma'am, 400, you write it as it is and you say equals to. When you
Mm-hmm.
plus 156 plus 144, it gives you 400. So, ma'am, LHS is equal to RHX, which means therefore the triangle is a right angled triangle.
Triangle XYZ
It is
is
a right angled triangle.
a right angle triangle. So let me just explain what you just did, Itandile, but don't go away. So what
Yes,
Itandile
ma'am.
did is she added the side. She said 256 plus 144 equals 400. And now what we see is that my left-hand side of the equation matches. It actually, 400 does equal to 400. Okay, so because they match, it means Pythagoras worked, right? My equation is not unbalanced. It's not wrong. It's right. So when I use Pythagoras on this triangle, my equation comes out with a correct answer. And so what that means is that if Pythagoras worked, then this triangle is a right angled triangle. Now that I've done that, Itandile, are we done?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No,
Our reason is Pythag.
right. But in this case, we're going to use the converse of
Converse
Pythag.
Pythag.
So, converse of Pythag. Because we're not exactly doing what we were previously, remember? Here we're doing it a little bit differently, where we had all three sides. So, because of this, I'm now using the converse Pythagoras reason. Thank you, Itadile. We now are done. Are we all happy? How are we feeling about this? Is it making sense? Is it a little bit confusing? Tell me how you guys are feeling. Leah, who's with us? And Bree and Kaylee and Pumza and Shady. Okay. I think you guys are getting it. Let's try another one. Okay, I'll put up these two, and it says show through calculation whether the following triangles are right angled or not. And again, let's see, when do I know I can use the converse of Pythagoras? Well, the first requirement in pink is I must have all three sides, and I must be required to prove that there's a right angled triangle. And here, my question was to prove whether they are right angled triangles. And I see for both of these triangles, I have been given all three lengths. And so I am going to use the converse theorem of Pythagoras. And let us go and start. So the first thing I'm going to do, and let's do green. I'm going to say a squared is equals to b squared plus c squared, 100%. Brie. Now I'm going to substitute in some values. Which should I substitute in for my hypotenuse? Can you guys tell me which side? Can I go 10 squared? Unati, yes.
Ma'am, you're gonna substitute a squared with 26 squared.
Thank you very much. Did you just want to answer that, or do you want to do the rest?
No, ma'am, I just wanted to answer that.
Okay, thank you very much. So that is that. And then we're going to fill in the rest. Okay, now that I've got this, I see more raised hands. Let me see. Bree, yes.
Hello.
Hi.
I want to So
Okay.
10 squared equals, wait, no, 26 squared is 676
Mm-hmm.
equals to 100
Mm-hmm.
plus 576.
Okay.
And then we're going to say 676 equals to 676. Therefore, the triangle A. Okay, I'm kind of confused because there's no
There's no
letter.
letters, so we'll just go ABC.
Is a right angle triangle.
Is a right angled triangle. So when there's no letters, you can just say the triangle. You can say triangle I. You can use the number of the question. You can just say the triangle in the image, whichever one works. But you can also just default to ABC. Okay, yes, but you were still saying.
Okay, and the reason is con Pythag.
100%. Converse theorem of Pythagoras. Beautifully done, Bree. Thank you very much.
Amen.
Okay, so let's recap what Bree just did. We substituted in. When I substitute in, remember, I always have to have my hypotenuse in this first position. How do I know what is my hypotenuse? It is the longest side. And so we substituted in 26 over here. The other two sides, it doesn't matter which order you put it in here, as long as you had them both on this side. On your right hand side, you would have been fine. You were gonna multiply out your exponents. So you're gonna say 26 times 26, 10 times 10, 24 times 24. And then you would have gotten these answers that Brie gave me over here. On my left hand side, I could not simplify anymore. So I just brought down my 676. On my right hand side, I simplified this. I said 100 plus 576 is 676. And now I can't simplify my left hand side. Nope, I can't simplify my right hand side anymore either. So what I'm left with is two sides of my equations that are balancing, where 676 does actually equal to 676. It equals to itself. Of course, it's going to equal to itself. And so because Pythagoras worked here, because my equation balanced, what I'm going to say is that this means this triangle is a right angled triangle. Very important to always conclude, because this does not give me the answer to this question. They said prove whether they are right angled or not. So just giving your equation does not answer the question fully. Lots of hands up. Let's check. Does anybody have their hands up for a question? Itandile, you?
I want to answer, ma'am.
Uma, you? Uma said not me. Demi, you? Demi, did you have a question or did you want to answer?
Answer, ma'am.
Okay, great. Keep your hand up. And Unati?
Ma'am, I want to answer.
Great. Love the hands. Love the cue. Uma makes me laugh. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. Who is next? Itandile, I think your hand was next. Yes.
So, ma'am, we're going to say A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared. Sorry, ma'am. I'm seeing Omar's comment saying no.
Same. A squared is equals to B squared plus C squared.
C squared, which is 15 squared. When we substitute this, 15 squared is equal to 9 squared plus 12 squared.
Mm-hmm.
So, ma'am, it's going to be 225 is equals to 81 plus 144. Then it's going to be 225 is equals to 225. And you say, therefore, ABC triangle is a right angle triangle. And then our reason is converse Pythag. Then you're done.
100%. A right angle triangle. I'm still catching up. Converse theorem of Pythagoras. 100%. Itandile. Beautifully done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Pumza, I'm with you. Uma, look at the state of you. That's funny, Pumza. So I hope nobody's confused. But if you are, remember we substituted in the longest side onto my left-hand side of my equation. And we multiplied out our exponents. We added everything up. And at the end of it all, my equation balanced. So because it balanced, Pythagoras worked in this triangle, which means it has to be a right angle triangle if Pythagoras worked. And so we've then concluded ABC is a right angle triangle. Okay, let's move on. I think, brain break. Uma was next, but Demi and Unati, I'll give you a turn before the brain break.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Uma. I hope you feel better now.
Yes. So I'm gonna say a squared is equals to b squared plus c squared.
Beautiful.
13. No, 84. Sorry.
Try again.
85
85.
squared is equals to 13 squared plus 84 squared.
Mm-hmm.
85 times 85 is 7225.
Jeez, that's a big number. Mm-hmm.
84, I mean, yeah, 13 times 13 is 169.
Beautiful.
And 84 times 84 is 7056.
7056.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
7225 is equals to 7225. Therefore, triangle CBA is equals to CBA is a right angle triangle, and my reason is I forgot the reason. I forgot the reason actually.
Uma, you were the one who told me the meaning of the word.
Yeah, let me go back up in the chat. It's not there, man. Converse Pythag.
There you go. Converse theorem of Pythagoras, 100%. Thank you, Uma, for answering. Okay. We have Demi and we have Lunati. I'm not sure how to like stream past my brain break. Demi and Lunati, are you guys fine with doing it after the brain break, or do you want to do it now? We're a little bit early for the brain break, so I don't know. You guys let me know.
Ma'am, it's okay. I can do it after the brain break.
Okay. Demi?
After, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, immediately.
Ma'am, ma'am, I'm not Amisha.
Who is? Oh, it's Andila. Is that you? Yeah. Sorry, I saw
So, ma'am,
Imiti's hand up and I just thought she was talking. Yes.
so ma'am, do you have to write the units or like anything that was in the triangle when you type? Like when you're
No.
done proving?
So, because in this case, we weren't really calculating a missing side, I don't need to have units in my calculation because it's not really
Yes, ma'am.
relevant. It's only when I'm
Yes, ma'am.
calculating the length of something that's missing, where obviously I have to give my answer in a form that is length. So,
Yes, ma'am.
obviously, units, centimeters, meters, millimeters. That's when it's important. When your answer itself should be in a form that should include units. In this case, my answer is that CBA is a right angle triangle. So that doesn't really require any units from my side. So in my equation, it's not important for me to include those units. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So we have our brain break. Oh, I finally did one must stay, by the way. So I took one of our first ever one must goes. This is when I was still getting the one must goes from the internet, by the way. If you guys didn't know, I make the one must goes myself every time, and that's why I've run out now. So one of our first one must goes, we've changed it now to one must stay. If you had to get rid of 3 of these items and only keep one, what would you keep? I don't, yeah, this is such a hard one because I'm like mayo, but also hot sauce. But I think with hot sauce, like if you have like crushed chilies, you could just act like it's hot sauce. Like you can mix mayo and chilies and make your own hot sauce, kind of. So I'm thinking I might keep mayo because I don't really use mustard much or tomato sauce. So yeah, I think I'd keep mayo. What are you guys thinking? Wow, you guys are keeping tomato sauce. That's crazy. Um, Demi, do you want to answer? Demi, you can still answer while you're preparing. Immediately, do you want to answer?
I would keep hot sauce, ma'am,
Why hot sauce?
because I like spicy stuff, ma'am.
Same. Okay. So you don't like mayo or anything like that?
I do, ma'am, but I don't really like mayonnaise that much, ma'am. I like mostly hot sauce and tomato sauce, ma'am.
Okay. Valid answer. Immediately is keeping hot sauce. Demi, you
Thank you,
ready to
ma'am.
answer yet? I don't think Demi's with us anymore. Unati?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
This is a very hard decision for me because I love mustard, but I also like ketchup or tomato sauce. So I think I'd choose tomato sauce because I can't put mustard in everything. And I just hate mayo and hot sauce. I don't like spicy things.
Oh my gosh, crazy. Those were like my two top picks. By the way, Unati, you have like such a soothing voice. I
Thank
feel
you.
like you could make meditation videos.
Thank
True
you.
facts.
Moving on. One must stay. So, if you were to keep one, personally, like I can't get rid of my phone. I am sorry, but I can't. Like, what am I gonna do without a phone? Imagine now you're trying to phone someone on this big tablet, like, no. So I'd have to keep a phone, unfortunately. Like, my phone can be a TV, my phone can be a tablet if it wanted to, kind of. And a laptop, well, yeah, I'll survive without it, you know. What are you guys keeping? um, phone. Kaylee also says phone. Your phone. I also have a tablet. I also only use it for like work and school. Phone. Everybody's choosing phone. I think that's the smart answer, right? Jamie, are you with us yet?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Sorry, I went to the bathroom.
That's okay. I figured something happened. Do you want to answer? Are you keeping your phone?
Um, phone, tablet, phone.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's like the logical answer. Thanks, Timmy. Um, then we have Liafo, and you are next in the queue. Yes, Liafo.
So, ma'am, this is quite a tough one, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ma'am, my phone, ma'am, I always use my phone. My laptop, I game on it. My iPad, I also game on it. My TV, ma'am, like, I watch too much TV. Like, ish. This is tough, ma'am. Yeah, this is very tough. But, ma'am, I think I'm actually gonna say my phone, ma'am. My phone.
Right, because actually you're so right, yeah. Gaming on the TV. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's now you made it hard. Maybe I could live without my phone, right?
yeah, ma'am, you can. You see, ma'am. Even the laptop.
No, but you
Yeah,
see the thing is a TV can't have WhatsApp and a TV can't make calls. So I can't
true.
keep the TV, unfortunately. We're gonna have to get rid of gaming. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Unless, ma'am, you use your laptop. You connect your PS and then, yeah, use your laptop.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah,
Is what it is, Liako. We have to
it
keep
is what it is, ma'am.
going. Okay, last one, I think. Who is next in the queue? We have Uma. What would you keep? Bacon, eggs, pancakes, cereal. Uma's for sure getting rid of bacon because I think he said he doesn't eat bacon and eggs. I think. I think. Uma, are you with us? No, maybe yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep eggs.
Oh, oh yes. You said you eat eggs because of the protein. I remember that.
Same here.
Yes. And I don't eat bacon.
Yes. So pancakes, you're getting rid of them. I mean, yeah, you're getting rid of pancakes. Uma, crazy choice, but okay. Um, let's see what's the chat saying. That just reminded me of like, like the meme, like chat is this real? Bacon. Everybody's keeping bacon. Yeah, I don't know. I also really like eggs. Like eggs are so good.
They're very good, ma'am. They're nice.
Mm,
Ma'am, I always eat eggs, ma'am. Even if it's at night.
okay, I
Yeah.
don't. For me, it depends. If there's no other food in the house, then fine, I'll make eggs. um, but yeah, see, the thing is, bacon. Like I don't eat it that much. Eggs I eat all the time. So yeah, it is what it is. Nkuli, you didn't answer, so I'll let you go. As in answer, I'll let you answer.
Ma'am, I have three answers because of the three things.
Okay.
Number one, why did you choose mayonnaise? Okay, I have a question about that one.
What's your question?
Like, why mayonnaise and mustard? That's disgusting. It makes my skin crawl.
I'm sorry. I don't know what the answer to that is, but it's good. Like on a burger, that's what I'm thinking. That's where I use sauce mostly. But mayo is good.
Oh, it's not. Okay, and then now I choose pancakes because pancakes is superior. It's the sweetest breakfast on earth. It's like sugar in the morning. I love sugar.
Hmm.
The rest can disappear. I don't want them. Like bacon's just pigs. Pigs, disgusting pigs. I go to a church that doesn't allow us to eat pig, like pork. So
Okay,
I
that
go
makes
to church.
sense.
And then cereal, I don't eat cereal anymore. And eggs, no, I don't like eggs. No.
Oh my gosh, crazy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can see your answer being pancakes. I also like it was a tough one for me, because yeah, I don't know. Like pancakes are good, but like imagine having it for breakfast every day. That's kind of crazy.
No,
Shady,
man,
I
it's not
also thought
delicious.
so.
It's delicious, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Nkuli's having pancakes for breakfast every day. Thank you for answering. And then lastly, Uma wants to justify his answer more. Yes, Uma, what do you have to say?
So basically, right, eggs have all the protein you need. It has all the good acids in it. That's why I'm gonna keep eggs.
I agree. You see, the
And
thing is also like you're worried about nutrients. I'm more worried about like taste. I think the rest of us are worried about
yeah,
taste, Uma.
taste doesn't matter in food. As long as
Nobody
you have food in
does.
front of you, you must eat it.
Okay, Uma, I get it. I get it. We aren't all that healthy, but you made a good choice. I might agree with your choice. Um, back to math. Back to math. Honestly, Demi and Unati, I may have set you up, but you guys will be fine. You guys will be fine. I didn't set you up intentionally, just so you all know. Um, let's go and zoom in again. Yes, I can. Who was first? I think Demi, you were first. Do you want to go first?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Let's go.
Okay, so a squared
Mm-hmm.
is equal to b squared plus c squared.
Mm-hmm.
Then 27 squared
Beautiful.
is equal to 20 squared plus 15 squared.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 27 squared is 729.
729. Yep.
20 squared is 400.
Mm-hmm.
15 squared is 225.
Beautiful.
So 729 is equal to 400 plus 225 is equal to 625.
Sorry, 625. Yes.
So angle AB and C is not the right angle triangle.
Okay, so we're gonna conclude and we're gonna say triangle ABC is not a right angled triangle, which is beautiful. But the only thing you're missing here is when you see that this does not match, it's not really correct for us to say that it's equal, right? So once we can see that it's not equal, what we do is we go and we scratch out the equal to sign. So we literally draw a line through it. And so how we read this symbol now is we read it that 729 is not equal to 625. You with me, Demi?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. And are we done?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Converse, reason converse, Pythag.
Beautiful. See, and I told you I didn't like set you up, but you did it wonderfully. So yeah, we've moved on to the clearly ones where we're now seeing what happens when they're not equal. This is exactly what happens, and you've done it beautifully, Demi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Unati, you are next. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Cool. Let's go.
So we'll first say a squared
Mm-hmm.
equals to b squared plus c squared.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll say 30 squared
Beautiful.
equals to 22 squared plus 11 squared.
Mm-hmm.
And then 30 squared is equals to 900.
Mm-hmm.
22 squared is equals to 400. Is equals to 484.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And then, sorry, ma'am, my mom's calling me. Can I quickly answer?
sure. Uh, my handwriting has been atrocious.
Okay, I'm back, ma'am. Sorry.
Great. Uh-huh.
11 squared is equals to 121.
Mm-hmm.
And then 900 is equals to 605.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put a line through the equals.
Mm-hmm.
And then therefore,
Mm-hmm.
angle ABC
Mm-hmm.
is not a right angle triangle.
Is not a right angled triangle. Beautiful. Are we done?
No, ma'am. And
Mm-hmm.
then our reason is converse Pythagoras or Pythag, whatever.
Yes, 100%. Thank you very much, Unati.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Very, very well done. Also, you should get on making those meditation videos.
I'll take it into consideration, ma'am.
Kuli, do you want to answer? Because your hand is up. I'm gonna lower it in like 3 seconds if you tell me or if you don't want to answer. Kuli, anything? Okay, lower it. Itandile, do you want to answer?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we say A is equal to A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared. 26
Hold
squared is
on.
equal
Can
to
I
24.
change my color? Okay, wait. A squared is equals to B squared plus C squared. I think you said 26 squared is equals to, yes.
24 squared
24
plus
squared
10 squared.
plus 10 squared, yes.
So, ma'am, our answer is going to be 676 is equal to 576 plus 100.
Mm-hmm.
Then, ma'am, we're going to say 676 is equals to 676, which is therefore triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. The converse of Pythagoras.
Is a right angled triangle. Reason converse. Nope, not converse. Pythag. Oh my gosh, why do I keep doing that? Pythag. There we go. Itanila caught up. Thank you. Beautifully done. Um. Do, 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 do. Yeah. So we have questions galore. Let us see who is in our queue to answer. Itanila, you just answered, so sorry. Uma, yes. You can pick anyone. The question is to justify, in other words, prove whether or not the triangles below are right angles.
I'll do the easiest one, which is number 4.
Okay, so we have number 4. Let's go.
Um, A squared is equals to B squared plus C squared.
Mm-hmm.
Um, A squared is 7. 7
Mm-mm.
squared.
Nope.
10 squared.
10 squared.
is equals to 7 squared plus 3 squared.
Mm-hmm.
100 is equals to 49 plus 9.
Mm-hmm.
100 is equals to 58.
Mm-hmm. What now? Is it actually equal, Uma?
So no, it's not equal. So therefore, the triangle is not a right angle triangle, and my reason is converse Pythagoras.
Thank you very much. Converse Pythagoras. Beautifully done, Uma. And let's not forget, whenever we say it's not equal, we want to do this cross through our equal to sign. Okay, who's next? Demi, do you want to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you want to pick one that you want to do?
3.
Okay, let's go. We're doing 3 and let's choose green. We'll do yours in green. Let's go.
Okay, so a squared
Mm-hmm.
is equal to b squared plus c squared.
Mm-hmm.
89 squared
Yes, so long as side. Yes.
is equal to 80 squared plus 39 squared.
Mm-hmm.
89 squared is equal to 7,921.
Beautiful.
80 squared is equal to 6,400.
Mm-hmm.
And 39 squared is equal to 1,521.
Yes.
7,921
Mm-hmm.
is equal to 7,921.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, AB squared, triangle ABC
So I'm not
is
going to use ABC because there's a million triangles here. So I'm just going to say triangle number 3.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
is a right angle triangle, and the reason is
Mm-hmm.
converse Pythag.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Demi.